Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. So today we're going to be looking at beginner core exercises, and I will be doing modifications, but I want you guys to understand. First of all, you don't have to do core exercises. This is where you could like stop the video and go do something else. Anytime that we are working our bodies and we have to remain in an upright position, we're lifting our legs up, we're lifting our bodies up, we're doing deadlifts, twisting exercises, anything that is involving keep maintaining a stabilized torso, trunk, works your core. And so, not absolutely necessary. If, on the other hand, you really want to focus on that area, you feel like you have pain and stiffness in your lower back, because you feel like this is weak, your girdle isn't holding you up as well, these are definitely going to help you get back on track to a fitter, healthier, more efficient moving body. And then once you've established a good foundation with core strength, you can then reduce the amount that you train your core to 1 or 2 times a week. You don't need weights, but you can use them. And I like to use small weights. I like to use these little kettlebells. They're easy to hold on my chest right in front. So when I do twisty exercises or lifting exercises, they remain where they're supposed to be. But not absolutely necessary. When it comes to the core, it's really easy to fatigue that area out because it's just these muscles right here, the lumbar area, the obliques, and your abs. Okay. If you're working towards six pack abs, this is not the video for you. I don't have six pack abs. I have never had, even when I was skinny, I didn't have six pack abs, even though I worked out really, really hard. Six pack abs are genetic, or you're training really hard in an area where it requires you to limit the amount of calories to reduce body fat, like bodybuilding, bikini, the bikini body, like shows. Why can't I come up with that? Like, because I definitely was training for one like 10 years ago. Um, that's when it's important to have six pack abs, but you don't have to have a strong core. And if you're here, you probably see my headstand videos. I can deadlift into a headstand and I have a lot of juiciness. All right, so the 3 exercises that we're going to do that will help make our core stronger. They involve lifting up over the head while we're lying down. They involve lifting the legs up, and then they involve lifting both things, and then plank. And plank is like, it's okay, but it's not as good as the other ones that I'm about to teach first. Alrighty, so find yourself before you get started, you know what I'm going to tell you. If you haven't done it already, go do the sensory warm up. Get that out of the way first, and then come and join me. Okay, so we're going to start in a recline position. Boom. Here, take a cushion under your booty if you need it. Place your hands behind you in a comfortable position. Basically, what we're going to be learning is how to lift. Lift. But if that's difficult for you, start with one leg. This is where you start. You want to try to get 8 of these. So you're going to be counting up to 16, or you're going to be doing 1, 1. What are my feet doing? They're just dangling. They're just relaxed. Okay. 8 of these is easy. Bring the knee up and place it down. Bring the knee up and place it down. If that is easy, bring both. Lace them down. Both. Lace them down. So we're going to do 8 of these. If you can get up to 12 per set of each of those variations, progress to the next variation. So you can do up to 12 of this or 12 of this, progress to this. 12 of this, progress to this. And then you might be wondering, what's next? We release our hands. You can place them anywhere. Once you're able to do 12 of those, then we're going to make it spicy. Give me a second. I want to scooch all over. Whee! Now, how do we make it spicy? Well, we add a twist. So we'll come up, we'll hold, and we'll add a twist and a nice little bicycle motion. Now I'll just let you know my back's not perfectly straight, and it's okay. When we get up out of bed, when we have sex, when we pick things up, when we got out of a car, we're bending our backs. Specific adaptation to impose demand. That means that the more that you do things like this, the more that your body adapts to being able to do them without hurting yourself. So if you can do 12 of these, and it's spicy. And how many sets? Start with one. Start with one set, do 8. If you take a little break, try to do 8 more. Do up to 3 sets. If 3 sets of 8 each is easy, feels pretty easy breezy beautiful, add more repetitions. Add 10. 2. Now don't add 10. Do 10. Add 2 more. So 10, 10, 10. Once that becomes easy breezy, add 2 more. 12, 12, 12. Once that becomes easy breezy, add weight. Okay, so in this position, my feet are relaxed. I'm bracing the core, and I'm trying to bring the elbow to the opposite leg. Now, there are a million variations. You can try to just do this, or this. Work with what your body will allow you to do, and you can do it without the weight. Why am I looking the wrong way? Okay. Woo, okay, go ahead. Bring those feet in. Get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you're here, push your chest forward. If you're up here, gently come down. Ooh, that should feel good on the lower back. I'm not trying to kill you, I promise. All right, come out of that. So we have this nice little boat. It's boat pose. So this is boat pose. So it's boat pose kind of with a twist. Um, started off like this, then we're headed to the top. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There you go. That's how you progress. All right. So the next exercise I'm going to teach you involves lying down. How nice. Don't get it twisted. It's still hard. All right. You don't need a weight. You can do this without any weights at all. Or you could start off with like a small can just to get yourself acclimated to holding something in your hands while you're doing this movement. I want to make sure that you can see. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys. Here we go. All right. So I think you know where I'm going with this. You're going to be in this position with the legs bent, feet nice and planted on the ground. You're going to raise your arms, your weight if you have one, and you're just going to bring it back behind you. Brace, brace, brace the core. Oh yeah. Bring it back up. Bring it back behind you. Try to bring it all the way down. Bring it back up. Brace the core. To add load, to add intensity to this, lift up. Back. Lift up. Okay, now let's go ahead and make it even harder. So 12 of 3 sets is easy. We are going to go to one side and then back up and back. Lift, shift, boom. And the sun is kind of blinding me. but there's clouds. So, so this is more ab specific than back specific, but the other one that we just did before this one, the little boat with the twist, yeah, that really got the lower back. So, okay. Now, up to 12, 3 sets. Okay. Add more weight, the better you get. So then, now what we're going to do, we worked this area, the top, the abs, the upper abs, this. Now we're going to work this, the lower abs. And I'm sorry, you don't have to do this. Remember, Booyah, let's put you right here so you can see what I'm doing. Now you can do this with your elbows like this. You can do this like this. You can place your hands underneath your butt. You can put a cushion underneath your booty. But I think that you know where I'm going with this. We're lifting our legs. We're lifting our legs up. Now, if you can only do this, do this. Try to do 8. If you want to try 1 foot at a time, try 1 foot at a time. All right, so now I'm making sure that you guys are still turned on. Microphone. You can alternate. One way I learned how to do this was alternating the legs up and alternating the legs down. That's one way that you can progress this movement. Oh, but there's more. So you can do all those. You could do 12 reps. You could do 3 sets. Great. Lift. Lift. Now do both at the same time. You don't have to point your feet. There are a million different variations, by the way. A million different variations. You do it lying down completely. You can lift the booty up when you're doing them. So if I'm here and I'm here, I can lift the booty. But remember, take your time, do your best, leave the rest, progress up to that. All right, and let's look at some plank movement. Okay, no, we're not just gonna be holding plank. That is boring, right? It's boring. You'll never see me hold plank. So what we're gonna do instead, I like to start in this nice little elbow plank. Elbows on the ground, palms facing each other. You can make fists. Your arms don't have to be perfectly aligned. We're not machines. I like to bring them in. This helps me prep into headstand. Find your comfy spot. So if you lean into it, it doesn't put too much pressure. It doesn't feel funny. It feels sturdy. We're going to, boom. Now, if you want, bring the knees down. Come down and then come back up and try to hold. Hold for as long as you can. Come down and come back up. Try to hold for as long as you can. And you know what I'm going to say. Try to do 8 reps. Now, there's weeks, there's months that you start progressing. Start focusing on getting those knees up. If you need to bring them down, bring them back up. If you need to bring them down, bring them back up. That's where you're going to start. So you know that I'm going to progress with this, right? All right. We're coming into that plank. So this is us after we've progressed to this position. And we're going to shift the hip from side to side. Ooh, come into your child's pose. Start with 8. Work to 10. Up to 3 sets. Give yourself a minute of rest in between. And then repeat if necessary. Working up to 12 repetitions. Now, if you're working on holding a plank, Honestly, set a timer, put some music on, and see if you can last longer than a certain point in the music. Doing this on our hands with our arms straight makes it a little more difficult. I'm going to shift, and we're going to shift. So when we're in this position, what we're looking for is we're aligned from our head all the way down our neck, down our spine. You're pretending there's a line that's running top of your head all the way through down the middle of your butt. You want to try to align that. It's going to be perfectly straight. No, we all have curves in our back, but the booty shouldn't be doing this. If it does, bring your knees down, bring the booty back up. The booty shouldn't be doing this. If you get it here and it starts doing this, bring the knees down. Okay, so variations on this. I like to add a little movement to my planks. So instead of just being here and holding, I'll do this, which I've already shown you, or I'll do a shift over to one arm. I like to mess around with a kettlebell, moving it over. There are all sorts of variations that you can do to increase and progress in your core work. So those are my core fundamentals. Catching my breath. Hydrate. Don't hydrate. Remember, start at eight repetitions. Try to get 2 sets in. If you start getting to the point where you do 12, you rest. You do 12, you rest. You do 12, you rest. And you don't feel that you've gotten much of a workout in, increase the intensity. Change the position of your body. Add load. And then start at 8 and work your way up again. And do your best, leave the rest. And as I said, this can be done 1 or 2 days out of the week if you're solely just going to work on core for that particular workout. But you're going to see a lot of the things that I just taught you today within mobility workouts where we're mobilizing the whole body. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. I know I keep scratching. I pretty sure that mosquito got me. Season's almost over, so I hope you all have a beautiful symptom-free day. And the next thing that you should be on the lookout for me is that you should look out from me or from grammar. The next video that I'm going to work on is going to be a flexibility, mobility video, and it's not going to be beginner. But you guys got this. You got this. All right. Hope you all have a beautiful symptom-free day. Hearts. Kisses. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.